show depends on you young ladies. We appreciate your cooperation.
7 and step by step on 5, 6, 7, 8.
What do you feel about Nora Jones? Do you have any feelings about Nora Jones?
Very pretty haircut. Okay, girls, let's go.
And now, live, Greenville Memorial Auditorium, the 1990 Miss South Carolina pageant, starring our 38 representatives who are putting it together.
Tomorrow is yours, so keep the free spirit singing. Tomorrow is yours, keep the bells of freedom ringing. An even better day is coming, and it's yours. Yes, it's yours. A better day is coming. Tomorrow is yours.
Brought to you by Quincy's Family Steakhouse, home of the Big Fat Yeast Roll. By your Lincoln Mercury dealer, who also brings you the new small Mercury 1991 Mercury Tracer. By Southeastern Products, specializing in retail store decor, trade show exhibits, and video production services. By NC&B, a big bank dedicated to something even bigger, the individual. And by Philo. Philo, the name fits. The 1990 Miss South Carolina pageant with the stars of our show, our 1990 Miss South Carolina contestant. Reigning Miss South Carolina, Kimberly Karen Bryant. Special guest, Jim Wilkins. Featured vocalist, Gia Damaduras. Dan Ellis and the Miss South Carolina Orchestra. Dean Harvey and the Miss South Carolina Dancers. An all-star cast in our 1990 production, Putting It Together.
This is a wonderful time, an exciting time, and the game is just beginning.
There will be another summit, another Haley's Comet, and prizes yours for the winning. Today is full of promises, tomorrow explores. Today is the promise, tomorrow is yours. Yours, yours.
Yes, tomorrow is yours, so keep the free spirit singing. Tomorrow is yours, keep the bells of freedom ringing. An even better day is coming, and it's yours. Yes, it's yours. A better day is coming. Tomorrow is yours.
Now when we reach for the stars, we reach the stars. The sky's no longer the limit. We call the future new wave. It belongs to the brave. There's a world out there and you'll be in it. Today is full of promises. Tomorrow explores. Today is the promise.
Tomorrow is yours. Yours. Yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, our mistress of ceremonies, Gail Odom.
Yes, tomorrow is yours, so keep the good music going. Tomorrow is yours, keep on learning and keep on growing. An even better day is coming, and it's yours, yes, it's yours.
You'll be singing new themes to match new dreams, and the songs will be
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 1990 Miss South Carolina pageant. You know, 33 years ago this week, Greenville first hosted the Miss South Carolina pageant. And now, 33 years later, it's become a July tradition. The Miss South Carolina pageant has given the best and brightest young women on our stage the educational and career opportunities of a lifetime. Today's young woman is bright, intelligent, ambitious, and well-educated. And simply by putting it all together, she has the opportunity to build a success story. Now, let's meet the stars of our show. And by putting it all together, they're building their own success stories. Ladies and gentlemen, our Parade of Cities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Danielle Michelle Saunders, Miss Abbeville County. I'm sponsored by the Miss Abbeville County Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Hello, South Carolina. I'm Melanie Lee Simmons, Miss Aiken County, proudly sponsored by the Miss Aiken County Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Miss Barlow County, sponsored by the Miss Barlow County Scholarship Pageant Committee. I am Amy Rebecca Dykes.
Greetings from Beaufort County. I am Shannon Hope Anderson, Miss Beaufort County, sponsored by Beaufort County Water Festival.
Good evening, I'm Carol Ann Booth, Miss Berea, and I'm sponsored by the Berea JCs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lisa Riddle, Miss Bowling Springs, and I'm sponsored by the Bowling Springs JCs.
Hello, everyone. I am Miss Camden, Renetta Renee Hatcher, and I'm sponsored by the Camden JCs.
Good evening, South Carolina. I'm Coretta Robinson, Miss Casey West Columbia, sponsored by the Casey West Columbia Pageant Committee.
Hello, I'm Mary Beth Hyers, Miss Coastal Empire, and I'm sponsored by the Hampton County Watermelon Festival Committee.
Greetings from South Carolina's capital city. I'm Karen Crabb, Miss Columbia, and I'm sponsored by the AMVETS of South Carolina.
Hello, everyone. I am Deborah Ann Hux, Miss Columbia Northeast. I am sponsored by the Miss Columbia Northeast Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Leisure, Miss Darlington, sponsored by the Darlington Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening, I'm Stephanie Lee Smith, Miss Duncan Lyman Welford, and I'm sponsored by the Duncan Lyman Welford Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening. I'm Lisa Granger, Miss Easley, and I'm sponsored by the Miss Easley Pageant Association.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Laura Ketron, Miss Edgefield County, and I'm sponsored by the Miss Edgefield County Scholarship Pageant Committee.
I'm Shar Player, Miss Florence, sponsored by the Florence JCs.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Jennifer Broom, Miss Gaffney, sponsored by the Gaffney JCs and the Miss Gaffney Foundation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Julianette Ligon, Miss Greater Greenwood, and tonight I'm being sponsored by the Festival of Flowers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stephanie Rochelle Taylor, Miss Greater Greer, and I'm sponsored by the Greater Greer Civic Committee.
Greetings. I am your Miss Greenville, Peggy Roberts, proudly representing the Greenville Pageant Committee.
I'm J.J. Foxworth, proudly presented in the Miss South Carolina pageant by the Miss Hartsville Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Hello, South Carolina. I am Michelle Blanton, Miss Lancaster, sponsored by C&B Productions.
Good evening. I am Catherine Eliza Kaufman, Miss Lexington. Tonight I am sponsored by the Miss Lexington Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Hello, I am Mary Waddell Gainey, Miss Liberty, and I'm sponsored by the Liberty Pageant Association.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Ann Mary Carley, Miss Newberry County, and I'm proud to be sponsored by the Miss Newberry County Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening. I'm Pamela Burton, Miss North Charleston, and I am sponsored by the North Charleston Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Greetings from the Grand Strand. I am Mindy Hass Blackburn, Miss North Myrtle Beach, sponsored by the North Myrtle Beach JCs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsored by Epsilon Tau Omega, a.k.a. I am Javonda Floyd, Miss Palmetto.
Hello, South Carolina. I'm Tish Burton, Miss Rock Hill, proud to be sponsored by the Rock Hill JCs.
Good evening. I am Casey Kristen Mazzell, Miss Santee Cooper Country, and I'm sponsored tonight by the Orangeburg County Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Deanna Marie Taylor, Miss Seneca, sponsored by the Seneca Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Good evening. I am Jenna Michelle Wilson, Miss South Carolina Queen of Cotton, and I'm sponsored by the South Carolina Queen of Cotton Pageant Committee.
Good evening.
evening. I'm Denise Gown, Miss South Carolina Queen of Roses. I'm sponsored by the City of Orangeburg and the Orangeburg County Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening. I am Michelle Ness, Miss South Congaree, sponsored by the AMVETS Department of South Carolina.
Good evening. I'm Lori Shealy, Miss Southern 500, sponsored by the Miss Southern 500 Scholarship Pageant Committee and the Darlington International Raceway.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Miss Spartanburg, Tamara Ann Allen, and I am honored to be sponsored by the Miss Spartanburg Pageant Association.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jackie Harris, and I'm Miss Somerville. I'm sponsored by the Somerville JCs.
Good evening, South Carolina. I'm Miss Sumter, sponsored by the Miss Sumter Scholarship Pageant Committee. I'm Kelly Jo Vincent.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants in the Parade of Cities. Now that you've met our 38 contestants in our Parade of Cities, it's time to narrow the field from 38 to just 10. For the past 3 nights, all of our contestants have competed in evening gown, swimsuit, and talent, as well as having a private interview with our panel of judges. Now, last night, after the show, our auditors tabulated all of the points, and the 10 contestants who accumulated the highest scores will be named our 10 semifinalists, and they'll compete all over again tonight in swimsuit, talent, and evening gown. The only score that will be carried over is interview. All right, ladies, if you're ready, I am. Our top 10 finalists are Deborah Ann Hux, Miss Columbia Northeast. Tamara Ann Allen, Miss Spartanburg. J.J. Foxworth, Miss Hartsville. Lori Lee Shealy, Miss Southern 500. Mary Waddell Gainey, Miss Liberty. Valerie Denise Good, Miss South Carolina, Queen of Roses. Renetta Renee Hatcher, Miss Camden. Stephanie Rochelle Taylor, Miss Greater Greer. Danielle Saunders, Miss Abbeville County. And Miss Peggy Roberts, Miss Greenville. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our top 10 finalists for the crown of Miss South Carolina 1990. Just 1 year ago, Kimberly Bryant walked down this very runway wearing the crown of Miss South Carolina 1989. That walk was the first of many exciting journeys across our state and our country for Kimberly. Her talent, her charm, and her grace made her a welcome guest wherever she went. In Atlantic City, Kimberly brought home a talent preliminary competition award, which was only the second to ever be won by a Miss South Carolina in our 33-year history. Now, 1 year later, let's give her the warm welcome she deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, your reigning Miss South Carolina, Kimberly Bryant.
Here comes the Queen. Miss South Carolina. She's something special from a very special state. She has a world of talent and grace, and a figure to match her face. If you want a taste, you'll have to wait in line. She wears the crown of South Carolina, and you can bet she had the judges in a stew. In a world that's famous for beauty, she's the fairest of them all. Miss South Carolina, it's you.
As we mentioned earlier, each of our contestants will compete all over again. She will compete in swimsuit, talent, and evening gown, and only the interview points will carry over. Talent counts for 40% of the overall points. Interview 30%, and swimsuit and evening gown each count 15%. At the conclusion of tonight's telecast, the contestants with the highest number of points will be named our Court of Honor and our new Miss South Carolina. Now that you understand how the pageant is judged, let's meet our distinguished panel of judges. Our first judge has been active in the Miss America preliminaries for the past 25 years. He's also no stranger to the Miss South Carolina pageant, having judged our state pageant on several occasions. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Tom Faircloth from Thomasville, Georgia. Our second judge resides in Los Angeles, California, where she works as an actress and fashion model. During her acting credits, they include The Dinah Shore Show, Fantasy Island, and Matt Houston. She's judged the Miss California pageant on 3 occasions and the 1990 Miss Florida pageant. Say hello to Carolyn Swanigan. Our third judge currently serves as judges chairman for the Miss North Carolina pageant and has served as their executive director for 2 years. From Cary, North Carolina, Douglas Huff. Our fourth judge has been actively involved in the Miss Texas pageant for 24 years, serving the past 10 years as their executive director. All the way from Fort Worth, Texas, let's greet June Myrick. And our fifth judge has been the executive director of the Miss Michigan Scholarship Pageant since 1960. He's judged over 400 state and local pageants, including 2 Miss Americas. A warm welcome for Mr. Jack Bouchon. And the gentlemen who will be tabulating the points that our judges score are our auditors for this evening. They're from the firm of Cherry, Beckert & Holland, CPAs, Mr. Dale Cowan and Mr. James Trumbull. Gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring out now one of our featured soloists, a friend and a great singer, as you're about to find out, Mr. Jim Wilkins, to entertain you with Bridge Over Troubled Water.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind. Thank you.
As we begin tonight's competition, we open our show with a hot production number originally performed by Gloria Estefan. Our setting is the street, and word has it, that's where opportunity lies. You've got to make it happen. Let's join Gia Dimaduras and our dancers in a message with a number that has a strong message. Get on your feet.
You say, I know it's a waste of time. There's no use trying. So scared that life's gonna pass you by. Your spirit
What a great number. Thanks, Gia. Thank you, dancers. Now we're ready to begin swimsuit competition. Here's Miss Columbia Northeast, Deborah Ann Hucks. Deborah stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. Her hair is blonde and she has green eyes. Miss Spartanburg, Tammy Allen. Tammy's height is 5 feet 4 inches. Her eyes are blue-green, and her hair is brunette. Miss Hartsville, J.J. Foxworth. JJ is 5 feet 8 inches tall. Her eyes are brown and her hair is blonde. Lori Sheely, Miss Southern 500. Lori stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. She has blonde hair and her eyes are blue. Miss Liberty, Mary Waddell Gaining. Mary has blonde hair, her eyes are hazel, and she stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. Miss South Carolina Queen of Roses, Valerie Denise Gowd. Valerie's height is 5 feet 2 inches. Her hair is dark brown, and she has dark brown eyes. Miss Camden, Renetta Renee Hatcher. Renetta's 5 feet 7 inches tall. She has dark brown hair, and her eyes are dark brown. Miss Greater Greer, Stephanie Rochelle Taylor. Stephanie is 5 feet 6 inches tall. She has black hair and brown eyes. Miss Abbeville County, Danielle Michelle Saunders. Danielle stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Her eyes are green, and she has dark brown hair. Miss Greenville, Peggy Mary Margaret Roberts. Peggy's height is 5 feet 4 inches. Her eyes are blue, and her hair is light brown. Back in the 19th organization first began, there was no talent competition in the pageant, but oh, how times have changed. Today, talent counts an all-important 40% of the overall points, and some of our contestants really have some wonderful talent you're going to enjoy tonight. Here we go with our first contestant in talent. Deborah and her friends, Dewey Dinkles, Prissy Picadillia, Happy Pappy, and Bubbly Brown, are all decked out to rock you around the clock with an upbeat 50s medley. Here with her 4 charming friends is Miss Columbia Northeast, Deborah Ann Hucks.
Bubbly Brown and Happy Pappy. Let's sing your favorite songs, fellas.
You sing on there, sing your idle on the
You look good as an anything.
You drunk my wheel.
The door feel. Goodness gracious, great dolls for you. Good golly, good golly, good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, you sure like the doll.
Yeah, good golly, Miss Molly.
You sure like the doll.
Yeah, when you're rocking and rolling in.
Can't feel none.
Lock down, Luna, lock them down, Tootie Fruity.
Oh, Rudy.
Tootie Fruity.
Oh, Rudy.
Tootie Fruity.
Oh, Rudy.
I lock down, Luna, lock them down. I lock down, Luna, lock down, Luna, lock down, Luna, lock. Heather Daddy, let's rock. Come on.
My, oh my, what a wonderful day as our next contestant performs for you an arrangement of Zippity Doo-Dah like it's never been done before. Here's Tammy Allen, Miss Spartanburg.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Hold on to your seats as our next contestant takes us from classical all the way to foot-stomping country on the violin. Here's Miss Hartsville, J.J. Foxworth. One of the hot movies of the summer was Great Balls of Fire, which details the life of Jerry Lee Lewis. Our next performer cuts loose with a novelty clogging routine featuring a middle section of a cappella foot stomping. To Great Balls of Fire, here's Lori Sheely, Miss Southern 500.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Your kind of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill.
After studying keyboard percussion for 5 years, our next contestant will entertain us with Solo for Marimba in C. Here's Miss Liberty, Mary Waddell Gainey. Grammy Award-winning Song of the Year, The Wind Beneath My Wings, here's Miss South Carolina Queen of Roses, Denise Gowd. Song of the Year, The Wind Beneath My Wings, here's Miss South Carolina Queen of Roses, Denise Gowd.
Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. Oh, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory, but you were the one with such great strength, a beautiful face without a name for so long. But I never once heard you complain. Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I'd like to be? I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here. It's hid in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, I can fly higher, higher than any eagle. 'Cause you are the wind beneath these wings. Yes, you are the wind beneath my
Bobby socks, bubble gum, and ponytails. Those were the 50s. Now performing a dance to swing the mood, here's Miss Camden, Renetta Hatcher. masterpiece play Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, here's the beautiful ballad On My Own. Welcome Miss Greater Greer, Stephanie Taylor.
On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are buried everywhere. The streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. The world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
Performing a classical twirling routine to Bailan Gitanos, Token Gitanos, here's Miss Abbeville County, Danielle Saunders. We'd like to say thank you to Showmax Originals for providing the beautiful gowns our contestants wore in our opening number tonight. Now, to sing her rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, here's Miss Greenville, Peggy Roberts.
that we'll find one another in that day somewhere out there. And even though I know how very far apart we are, it helps to think we might be wishing on the same bright star.
And when the night wind starts to sing a lonesome lullaby, it helps to think we're sleeping underneath the same big sky. Somewhere
If love can see us, love can see us through, then we'll be together somewhere out there, out where dreams come
What a beautiful way to introduce evening gown competition. Thank you, Jim, Kimberly. How about Dean Harvey and our Miss South Carolina dancers? Tonight, each contestant in evening gown competition will be asked an onstage question, which is designed to test how well she thinks on her feet. Her question will come from her interview earlier in the week with our panel of judges. The Miss America organization introduced this question and answer system into the system 2 years ago, and now it's official and must be included in the overall judging. Each state must comply. The judges will be looking for responsiveness, expression, vocabulary, and poise. So now, with all of that in mind, let's begin our third and final phase of competition, evening gown. Here's Miss Columbia Northeast, Deborah Ann Hucks. Why are more people involved in physical fitness these days?
I would say that the American public is more involved in physical fitness because we're more concerned with our health. And I think that's due to everyone knowing about heart disease. So I would say that we're more concerned with our health.
Deborah's a graduate of the University of South Carolina Coastal in 1987, where she majored in accounting and psychology. She plans to receive her master's degree in psychology, specializing in gerontology. Miss Spartanburg, Tamara Ann Allen. Complete this sentence. I have a burning desire.
I have a burning desire to reach out to America with my positive message. That is to believe in yourself, to set high goals and high standards and to never let that fall, and to always strive to be the best that you can be. As William Arthur Ward once stated, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. And if you can dream it, you can become it.
Tammy is a second semester junior at Winthrop College, where she's majoring in art and graphic design. She wants to be the best she can in her future career, family, and other endeavors. Miss Hartsville, J.J. Foxworth. What female has had the biggest influence on your life?
Managing the family unit today has become a very widespread problem. The First Lady of our country, Barbara Bush, has brought to our attention the importance of the family unit and brought into perspective the ideals. For this reason, she is my role model.
JJ is a graduate of South Florence High School in 1990. In the future, she plans to succeed at whatever she chooses to pursue. Miss Southern 500, Lori Sheely. How can a person answer questions in an interview and better her chances of not being misquoted?
I think one of the keys to avoid being misquoted in an interview is simple repetition. If a journalist asks you a question and you make a statement, and then the journalist, as they often do, says to you, "Oh, do you mean to say such and such?" If that's not what you mean to say, then simply say no. Repeat your statement, and that's what I meant to say. Often this is what you must do when dealing with journalists.
Lori's a graduate of the University of South Carolina, where she majored in broadcasting and political science. Miss Liberty, Mary Waddell Gainey. What would be a three-plank program for you if you were selected Miss South Carolina?
First, I would speak to the world about deaf people. Tell them to give them a chance, don't feel sorry for them, let them enrich your lives. Secondly, I would speak out to the 600,000 girls in South Carolina who are eligible to compete in this program and try to get them involved. And thirdly, I would speak on the subject of abortion, that we need to really try to meet the needs of the woman rather than condemning her so that we can stifle the escalation of abortion in our country.
Mary is a graduate of Converse College, where her major was deaf education. She plans to complete her doctorate in speech pathology. Miss South Carolina Queen of Roses, Denise Gowd. Are age and appearance important for a TV anchor?
I think age and appearance are important for a female. Kathleen Sullivan, her hair turned gray and CBS let her go. And NBC will keep people as ugly as Gene Shalit. It just makes no sense. I think what they need to get back to is hardcore journalism. And I think that looks and beauty should not matter.
Denise is currently a senior at the University of South Carolina, where her major is journalism. She plans to own a Christian radio station. Miss Camden, Renetta Hatcher. What criteria does it take to be successful in the public relations field?
Well, in my job as Director of Membership Services for the South Carolina Pharmaceutical Association, I find that it's important that I am eager, dedicated, hardworking, and most of all, a good communicator, because public relations is just what it says, relating to the public.
Renetta is a 1987 graduate of Columbia College, where she received her Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Art and Studio Art. Miss Greater Greer, Stephanie Taylor. What is your responsibility to a friend on drugs?
My responsibility to a friend who happens to be on drugs after I've taken time to counsel him would be, my last step would be, I would probably have to turn him in. I would have to turn him in and help that he would get help and seek the kind of guidance that he needs.
Stephanie is a graduate of the University of South Carolina. Her major was management. She plans to become president of SRT Incorporated. Miss Abbeville County, Danielle Saunders. What makes a person handicapped?
I believe in the adage that everyone has a handicap to some extent. I've worked a lot with the people that have muscular dystrophy, and they are handicapped in a physical way. But many of them have the mental strength to overcome their physical handicaps, and they lead even a better life than some of us that are able-bodied. And so I think your handicap is really all in your mind.
Danielle is majoring in chemistry. She's a senior at Columbia College. She plans to become a neuromuscular physician. Miss Greenville, Peggy Roberts. Why did you enter the Miss America system?
Well, I had to put myself through undergraduate school with not a lot of help from my parents. And I understand that this is the largest women's scholarship program in the United States, and that was what triggered my initial interest in this program.
Peggy is a graduate of Newberry College with a Bachelor of Arts in Music Theory. She plans to teach on a collegiate level while performing and composing.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. Seen all the movie stars and their fancy cars and their limousines. Been high in the Rockies under the evergreens. But I know what I'm needing, and I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times and the Daily News, oh, comes down to reality, and it's fine with me 'cause I let it slide. I don't care if it's Chinatown or a Bun Riverside. I don't have any reasons 'cause I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. I don't have any reasons 'cause I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York, I'm in a New York state of mind.
The Miss South Carolina pageant is one of the biggest scholarship programs in our state for young women. Because of this, it attracts contestants whose ambitions are not only to improve themselves, but to make very real contributions to the betterment of their communities back home. It is with great pride that I announce tonight the Miss South Carolina pageant's decision to use this network of committed young women to work at the local level for the prevention of child abuse. They will be undertaking projects in their own hometowns to benefit children and families. Congratulations to the pageant and to these young women for setting an example that South Carolina cares for children.
You know, today's young woman has everything going for her. She's bright, ambitious, intelligent, and well-educated. Our message tonight has been to follow your dream, and by putting it all together, you can make your dream a reality. You can be a success. Our finale continues that message. There's no mountain too high to climb.
Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know.
it's yours. You'll be singing new things to match new dreams. And the songs will belong to you because tomorrow is yours.
During the past week, the audience here in the auditorium has been able to see all the performances of our contestants, and they know just how much talent is represented here. The top 10 is just a sample. So again this year, the Miss South Carolina pageant wishes to announce 7 non-finalist Talent Award winners who have excelled in talent competition this week. Each one will be the recipient of a $250 scholarship. Here they are. Miss Aiken County, Melanie Lee Simmons. Miss Palmetto, Javonda Floyd. Miss Berea, Carol Ann Zupa. Miss Easley, Lisa Lynn Granger. Miss South Congaree, Michelle Renee Ness. Miss Seneca, Deanna Marie Taylor. And Miss Sumter, Kelly Jo Vincent. This year, the Miss South Carolina pageant wishes to initiate the Fruit of the Loom Quality of Life Community Service Award, which highlights a local queen's involvement in her own hometown. The award is voluntary and optional, and this year a number of our contestants chose to participate in the community service project. The recipient will receive a $1,000 scholarship, and she is Anne Mary Carley, Miss Newberry. Our award is presented by John Robert Pitts, Jr. Congratulations, Miss Newberry County, Anne Mary Carley. It's called Miss South Carolina's Farewell, but there's nothing final about it. She'll always be a Miss South Carolina. Kimberly Bryant is a product of today's American woman. She brought charm, dignity, and spirit to her reign and is a symbol of every winner on this stage tonight. She has a bright and promising future as she plans to return to New York to the Manhattan School of Music to continue her professional training and education in music. As she takes her final walk, let's give her the warm welcome she deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, your reigning Miss South Carolina, Kimberly Bryant.
A year ago tonight, I realized my childhood dream of becoming Miss South Carolina. I cannot believe that a year has passed since that wonderful night. I'd like to thank so many people for helping me realize my dream and supporting me through my reign, but there's not enough time to name so many great friends. Thanks especially to my pageant family and my friends, the communities of Berea and Travelers Rest, my family, and Doug. Being Miss South Carolina allowed me to be a positive role model for the youth of our state, promoting the arts and speaking out on issues such as preserving our environment and saying no to drugs. I've also had the opportunity to share my testimony in churches, hoping to bring the message to people young and old that even when a disappointment comes along, there's something wonderful around the corner as long as you never give up, work hard, and trust in God. When God closes a door, He truly does open a window. And as I return to New York City to complete my master's degree in music and take advantage of God's open windows, I will always reflect on experiences and people encountered as Miss South Carolina. And I hope that sometimes you will think of me.
Don't think about the things we
competition has ended. The points have been totaled, and we're ready to name a new Miss South Carolina. To present our awards tonight are the President and Executive Director, Joseph P. Sanders III, Pete Petropoulos, the Second Vice President, John Clark, the Secretary-Treasurer, and Lieutenant Governor Nick Theodore. Gentlemen and judges, I'd like to get those results, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth runner-up and winner of a $750 scholarship, Miss Southern 500, Lori Sheely. Third runner-up and winner of a $1,000 scholarship, Miss Columbia Northeast, Deborah Hucks. The second runner-up and winner of a $1,300 scholarship, Miss Greenville, Peggy Roberts. The first runner-up and winner of a $2,000 scholarship, Miss Camden, Renetta Renee Hatcher. Here are 6 lovely, talented, ambitious, and bright young women. All of them have competed beautifully this week, and you will receive a top 10 scholarship. And one of you will be named the new Miss South Carolina. Here she is, the recipient of an $8,000 scholarship from the Miss South Carolina pageant. Our new Miss South Carolina, Miss Liberty, Mary Waddell Gainey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another great year, and our special congratulations go to our new Miss South Carolina, Mary Waddell Gainey.
Comes the Queen, Miss South Carolina. She's something special from a very special state. She has a world of beauty and grace, and a figure to match her face. If you want a date, you'll have to wait in line. She wears the crown of South Carolina, and you can bet she had the judges in a stew. In a world that's famous for beauty, she's the fairest of them all. Miss South Carolina, it's you.
Miss South Carolina 1990, Mary Waddell Gainey. On behalf of the Miss South Carolina pageant, thank you all for coming. Good night.